I'm waiting for the settled Carlisle Special, originally Steam Special, from Lincoln. It's running ahead of time and should appear at any moment. Yes, here it is, trundling beneath Eastern Way Bridge, travelling slowly as it approaches the 20 miles per hour speed restriction which applies from Petteril Bridge Junction through to Journey's End at the Citadel. Crossing over the River Petteril, which we'll look at later, it joins the Tyne Valley line. After the long haul over England's most scenic railway line, I wonder what the passengers make of their surroundings here. I suppose their views are largely restricted by the trees and bushes which now enclose so much of the network. Underneath London Road Bridge and through London Road Junction, where, for some unfathomable reason, the route becomes single track. Charter trains are regularly held just before this bridge to allow regular service trains to depart from the station. A swing to the right to climb up to join the West Coast Main Line. As the charter enters Platform 3, a Trans-Pennine Express service approaches Platform 1, on a Manchester Airport to Glasgow Central working. The severely curved route of the Maryport and Carlisle Railway to the top of the picture, St Nicholas Bridges, the London Road cord used by steam trains to reverse after servicing in the Upperby Yard, Upperby with LSL's new shed prominent to the top left, the A6 London Road, the London Road Retail Park, and Petteril Bridge. The River Petteril flows from Penruddock to the west of Penrith to join the River Eden in Carlisle. I would call it a stream rather than a river, and it's easily missed by passengers on the railway. The width of the bridge shows how much of the ground here was covered by railways in bygone days. The waste ground and much of the industrialised land was once sidings and sheds for the North Eastern Railway and the Midland, just two of the 7 companies operating out of Carlisle prior to the 1923 amalgamation into the Big Four. Now, it's some time since I last filmed at Petteril Bridge, and my memory isn't what it might be. I turned off London Road one street too soon, and ended up increasing my trek by 50%, ending up farther out than I had intended. On this hot day, by the time I got back to the Citadel, I was too whacked to do anything but sit and drink a cold Fanta. Filming from the lawn area is kinda on tired legs, but those wretched passengers keep getting in the way. Time they were banned from the station. The special's departure for Lincoln is agreeably early, allowing me to catch that vital 16:09 for Dumfries, and even to catch one or two more shots before joining the gathering crowd on Platform 8, all heading to cross the border. And then, just as I'm about to finally head for my train, an extraordinary working. A 462. Well, 766s. You don't often see that.
47 Avanti West Coast service to London Euston. Calling at Oxenholme Lake District, Lancaster, Preston, Wigan North Western, Warrington Bank Key, and London Euston. This train is full of 9 coaches. You can find the shop in Coach C for delicious hot and cold refreshments.
I couldn't risk missing my train, so didn't wait to watch this lot depart. Thank you for joining me, and here's to the next time.